Hello! Good morning. This is an odd time for me to stream, but I'm excited to do it anyway. I haven't worked on Comet lately on stream, and so today I was like, I've got some cool things that I want to work on, and I'd love to get them done with help. So anyone who's watching, I would love help. We're gonna set the topic in a minute to maybe lure some more people in to work on this. But today I want to work on Comet, and I want to do some stuff with Skia. And if we get far enough, I want to eventually get us to the web with Skia. But I want to start with just doing some Skia. I'm going to set my topic really quick. Working on Skia. Render. Or no, Skia. Handlers here. Or Comet. But, yeah, that'll go off. Twitch updated, tweeting. Yay, it worked. All right. So a while ago, I did some stuff for. Oh, didn't switch screens yet, but oh well. A while ago, I did some stuff for a previewer using Skia and Xamarin Forms, and I'd like to reuse some of that code. I don't want to start over, so I'm going to use some of the code that I did there, and we're going to bring some of that to Comet. And I've still got a couple things to work out around how things are going to work in Comet because it's a bit tricky, and I'm not totally sure what to do there. We'll talk about some of those things. So maybe we just jump into code instead of me rambling about things that don't make sense yet until you look at it and see what I'm talking about. All right. So we already have a Skia project inside of Comet. And I wonder if it makes sense for me to work inside of the main project or through a sample. I'm not sure yet. This is going to be a little bit tricky because the Skia stuff is all going to be cross-platform, 100%. It doesn't need anything for the handlers per se, but it still needs to have a handler, and I want it to override the built-in stuff. So I probably need to create a generic handler for each platform for Skia. And that'll handle getting all the touch stuff. Oh, is my font size too small? Ah, normally that's pretty good, but no problem bumping it bigger. Why, hello, Pierce. Excuse me. Coughing on a Swedish fish. Shouldn't even be eating them. All right. Small monitor. All right. So inside of this old branch of forms that's up there, I have all kinds of drawing code, and I think that we can reuse some of this to get going. The thing that I need to figure out is I think I want to do a generic control in Skia, or generic renderer, or handler for Skia-based controls. And maybe we type them? I don't know. Let's see if we can get stuff drawing first. I know we can. But let's start thinking about like a button and how that's going to work. So there's some old stuff in here from our hackathon that I'm going to ignore for now. And I'm going to throw, we have this, what's the measurable for? Find references. What's that? Oh, that's just using this button base. So all of this, I believe all of this is for, yeah, all of this is for the stuff from the hackathon. So, oh, did I branch yet? Let me branch. Comment. I think I did. No, I didn't. Let's branch. Skia handlers. And on this branch, I think I'm just going to delete this stuff, so we might come back to some of it. For now, the state stuff's not too bad. It makes sense to have some of that. Just gotta think this through. So what we need to do is we need to have a way, if we do everything inside of, I'm just gonna remove it all. It's in Git, we can come back to it. Oh, I don't know if I deleted that or just removed it from the project. Move, delete. All right, so I'm going to create a new folder. Let me delete the old controls one as well because that's still sitting there. Comment. Let me go to my other screen, bring a folder over to the right place. Actually, we can just do this. Reveal in Finder. Went to the wrong screen. Totally fine. We're going to delete this. So we're going to do a new thing called a control. Add new file. Oh no, folder. we're going to add a Skia folder. Oh no, we'll just call it controls. We need to have a generic control of some sort. We're going to have a base class. So we're just going to start with Skia control. Oh, no, not application file. Why does it default to that? How often are people actually creating an application file? Should pretty much default, in my opinion, always to empty control or new class. That's right, we'll just do new class and that'll do it for me, but it's still weird. All right, so yeah, control. Oop, music's too loud. Turn that down. All right, so we're gonna have a Skia control, and this is going to subclass view. Actually, this doesn't subclass view. These controls are not views. These are handlers. And we'll need to have a generic handler. All right, we're just going to leave it as that. So we have our Skia view. Maybe they subclass Skia. No, but it's not a view. That'd be weird to be a view. We are going to take some of this. Oh, really? That's interesting. We already get this interaction stuff. I'm just going to take the draw method for now. All right, let's bring in using statements. Oh, let me bring in, no, what am I looking for? I want, what's my keycaster? Bring that in. That there. Wait, is that the right? Oh, that's off screen. For some reason, let me come do my screen, desktop, unlock that. I didn't realize this was off screen. Let me just adjust. Why can't I adjust this? Oh, I'm adjusting the wrong one. There, that looks better. I normally had my menu bar because it's not needed. That looks better. All right. And now I'm not off screen. Perfect. All right, so we're going to bring the draw method over here. Now let's start with just like a simple and like a button because button's easy, right? Everyone says button's easy. And I don't know if we should call this Skia button or not. That's right, we'll just call it button. We also need a virtual, what's our size stuff do? Let's go to the Skia platform stuff because this is where it starts to come in. So we have our Skia view handler. So we also need to have a Skia control handler. And how do these measure? So we're going to need to override the measuring in this. Measure. What's that? Let's just go to this, go to definition. And we're going to bring this into our Skia stuff. All right, so let's go into Skia control. We're going to add this here as well. And we're just for now, so we don't want to make it take the entire size for these. We're probably just going to say, oh, I don't want to do any fancy math. So we're just going to say let's go like 100 by 44. All right, giving it a default size. And from there, all right, that should be good. Let's go to the button, and that should actually be a decent size for the button. We'll have to do some text measuring stuff in there. What I'm going to do is I have in VS Code, I have all of this. This is my old Skia stuff. And I have draw button. Also, these things are going to need a native control that they bind to. So the Skia, we're going to rename this to Skia button, just so we don't have multiple names. No, I don't like that. All right, we'll just do using um, C button equals no, that's not right. So that's the alias stuff. Why do I never remember that? I forget that sometimes. I thought it is. I'm gonna have to look up how to do aliases. I know we do it instead of Android and button because name conflicts. Handlers, button handlers, using, that's what I was doing. Why didn't that autocomplete? There we go. All right, so what we'll do is we'll have the Comet button, and we're gonna call this a C button. And this one's just a button. These Skia controls are gonna need the native view that these things render against. Similar to like we have for this abstract control handler stuff, where it has the virtual view and the native view. So these are going to need to have the Comet view, which is the virtual view, because this is technically the native view. And what we'll do is we're going to need to grab what's that mapper? Oh, that's the mapper stuff. We don't need to deal with the mapper stuff. Type native view. Let's just get this thing to draw first. Let's start there. We'll come back to all the fanciness later. We'll start tying things in, right? So we have the SK canvas. Let's bring that in. Draw canvas. We don't need that. But what we will want is our draw code from here. Ooh, fun stuff. Yeah, it wants the button. Makes sense, because the button has stuff. Let's do... We're gonna go grab that view stuff, because we do need it. Throw this stuff in here. Set view. We are going to do T... And we'll say where T is view. That's all we care about. Skia control right here. All right, T. Whoa, whoa, what's going on? Do that. Why is my... Can't type today. It's killing me. That's right, it's only Pierce watching. Doesn't matter. I can type or not. Alright, so we've got our view. Now what we'll say is... The other stuff does call it virtual view. That's kind of cool how it... Call it that. Virtual view equals view as t. Now we're not going to do any of that stuff for now. Let's forget about that stuff for now. Deal with all that later. I don't think we'll need to actually. Let's force a draw method. No, we'll go with virtual. Now we can have a default size. Don't crash on me. Alright, perfect. Delete that code, don't need that. So now that we have that, we have a button which has a view. Equals virtual. Oh. Alright, perfect. Now from button, we can do all the get background color. Dot to sk color. And this has the default, which that's where color.transparent goes. So APIs are slightly different, but overall this isn't going to be bad to port at all. Borders are shapes for us. I'm going to... do I ignore the shape stuff for now? That's not. Equals. So we should add some base stuff to draw the border. So inside of our Skia one, we're going to do public virtual void draw. We also need the canvas. We're going to do the same thing for text, because anything that needs to draw text should just be able to use this, right? Dot get border. All right. Now if border is not equal to null, draw border, canvas, comma, border. Then we'll get to that in a minute. All right, so for now, let's just comment all this out because we don't need any of that. All right, so we will comment from here through that, draw the rounded shape. All right, where's our text though? Did I not copy enough? Oh, I didn't draw text. Okay, so this one had this text drawing data, which what was that? Maybe we'll bring this along, kind of? All right. So now we have a border that's drawing, or a button that's going to draw with no border and no text. We've done it, guys. We've done it. All right, all of this actually isn't needed then. We don't have background color. All right, so for the background color, that's going to have to happen in the border. because we'll have the button shape, and the shape will actually get used for both, or if not, we'll fill. We need to set the clipping. All right, let's deal with the background color. Do we also throw that on the board on the? This thing might just be calling everything to the background. Now that I'm thinking about it, I mean to the base thing. So we should have shape drawing. We should have background. Hmm. Maybe we will. The Skia control is just gonna have fun stuff. Point draw background. We also should allow this to take a shape. In case, yeah, there's a shape. All right. If not, oh, we also need to know, if there's no shape, we need to know the size. Let's also pass in the dirty rectangle. All right, so we will also say dirty rectangle shape. All right. Let's go check out what code I have then. All right, so that's dealing with the font or emoji. That's kind of funny. We'll deal with that stuff later. Paint. All right. So we're doing something with the background. On this, I think I also did the backgrounds not here. Yeah, with anything, I just took the color, background color and did the draw rectangle of the bounds of the element. We can do that too. We have the bounds of this thing. Instead of this, we can just draw its bounds. I like that. Or we can use the shape. For now, let's ignore the shape and just draw the bounds. Then we can put a button with a background color and draw that thing. Virtual view dot bound, no dot. Do we have frame versus bounds? Not yet. For now, we're not going to do the full frames. We're going to say var bounds equals let me comment some of this stuff out. Let me think that through. So we'll say new skrect, and we'll just say virtual view dot frame dot width. Actually, can I do, what are my options on this? 0, 0, right, bottom. So we'll do 0, 0, right, virtual view dot frame dot height. All right, so now we can just do canvas.draw bounds. Perfect. I like it. Now we also need to deal with the shape. Maybe we just deal with the shape stuff now. Let's go back to the draw button. All right. No, that's all for the shadows. We didn't even touch shadows. All right. So we use our fill color to create this fill paint. This fill paint is then used because we do the frame and the. I wonder if we just pass a fill color into the draw border. I like that. Then we don't have to do an if thing here. We'll just do that, right? So now we have a fill color. Or does shape have a fill color? It does. The thing is, the shape drawing stuff's already done for us if we do this right. So to Skia view, I wonder if shape has the draw stuff on it. How do we use the Skia? I'm not as familiar with this. This is stuff that John's worked on. Makes sense with all his touch draw stuff that he would do that. So we have the shape view. I wonder if we do this in something that's not a Skia shape view, so we can just reuse drawing that shape. Because this would be awesome as an extension method. Shape.draw into canvas with a rectangle. Does it need the rectangle? Yes, it does use that. John, you're not watching by chance, are you? Because I'm interested in doing that. Let me grab this and we'll bring Comet over here and we'll say go to this code source, Comet Skia. So if we look at this Skia shape view, I'm just going to ask him in Discord really quick what his thoughts are for this. Actually, we only care about this through this. Also, in the old stuff, I was doing canvas.save along the way, and that had something with clipping. I don't think we're doing anything with that yet. All right. So I have the right stuff selected. Grab this link just to make sure. All right. Mention so we can reuse it. All right. Just pinged him. We'll see what he says. Because that could be kind of nice. Just we say draw this thing. Kind of like we have, or maybe on the extension or canvas we can do, or canvas dot draw shape. Because that could be awesome just to have, hey, draw this shape right to the canvas. I think that would make stuff really, really usable. I'm going to do it. Ask for forgiveness, right? All right, Skia drawing extensions. What happened to the rest of my class? Come on. Those do rectangle left, right? He likes it as the canvas went, the way I actually went, luckily. Yay. All right, so this will be awesome. So now we can take this Skia shape view code and we can just, oh, that's interesting. It clear colors white. We're going to leave that where it is because that's up to you whether or not you want to clear, because we don't necessarily even want to clear every time. So we're going to leave that where it's at. But that should be background color, not just white. Find that interesting? It's right. So let's go everything inside this if. I would have preferred an if not return thing, but you know. Can I collapse this? Okay, it's literally everything. All right, so we're going to copy this. We're going to put this into this extension. I don't know why the IDE is locking up like crazy on me. We're going to invert this nonsense because it's how I roll. All right, if equals null, return. So much nicer than nesting. All right, so we're gonna have to go through and fix all of this. The drawing style needs a view. Okay. We'll just do that for now. Hey, thanks, Matt. Glad you joined. Yes, we're doing the Skia stuff. Yeah, I figured it'd be fun. So I'm taking some of the old code I did for Xamarin Forms, and we're porting it to Comet. Because why not? And the IDE is freaking out on me. Stop it. Just work. And eventually I might try doing stuff with the web stuff if I get that far. Because why not again? All right. It's interesting the fill gets it from the view. Shape.getFill from the view. Because it's probably then just doing shape. Okay. That's interesting. All right. That's perfect. So now let's go and try if that still works. Hopefully I didn't break everything. Skia view, Skia shape view. So now what we can do is canvas, draw shape. Love it. All right, and shape this rect. All right, let's get the background color. So this dot get background color. We'll just default it to white because why not? But now we have a background color. Oh no. All right, change that up. Check it out. All right, perfect. So now we have that shape view stuff different. can't test any of the new code, but now we can at least use it to draw. Let's close a bunch of that stuff. So I just want to make sure I didn't break all the shape view stuff. So let's run the sample, if it'll build. Oh, what is this? Didn't I delete this? Oh, it's a material. I did not delete that. Let's delete that for now. All right. There's no argument. This is Skia control button. Oh, I didn't finish that yet. So canvas shape. Yeah. We're not even using it yet. I just want to make sure I didn't break the other shape stuff with that big refactor. Oh, we have a Skia control sample. And we're going to just comment that out for now. Yeah, so how's the progress on the Skia for web stuff? I saw there were some commits into Mono, that pull request about 2 weeks ago. Just curious, how's it going? Super excited for official support on that. Run. All right, so let's find some of these Skia demos. I just want to make sure they all work. Oh, nice. We'll get into the next major version. That's exciting. All right, that looks good. Skia shapes. Shapes are all still drawing. We didn't break shapes. Shapes with gradients still work. Oh, it's an ugly gradient. All right, I think we're good. What are these? I don't even know what those are. So many samples in here, I don't even know what they are. All right, that's exciting. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, so I know that there's lots of WebAssembly stuff in Canvas for the latest Skia stuff. I know Skia pushes that, so we'll be excited when we're on the latest stuff. Super exciting. All right, perfect. So now let's go back to doing our Skia controls. Come on, IDE. What is killing my CPU? So painful. By the way, I did order the new Mac finally. I'm excited to have 64 gigs of RAM. Hopefully that'll help, because you always need more RAM. Alright. It's actually nice. I have 64 gigs on my Windows machine, and I never get through half of it, so it's kind of nice having an excess of memory. Alright, so let's do something that's going to get these Skia controls on the screen. We have no way of doing that yet, so let's do that first. So let's go into the Skia platform ones. And we're going to add a new, we'll do Skia control handler. Let's hope I can figure out how to do this one, because this is going to be tricky-ish. So if it uses the Skia view, no, it can't use Skia view, because what's going to come in is not a true Skia view. Because a button is going to come in. So all it does is do that, and then Skia view takes over from there, huh? I figured it would have to do more than that. It uses this iOS Skia view. I wonder if we can refactor this. All right, so we'll have our SK canvas view. Oh, come on, I can't even scroll. What is going on? Is it my computer? Is it BS? I don't know. Hmm. So this is where it gets tricky because I don't want to create a new one of these for each platform. I shouldn't have to. There's no need because they should just work. So I need to register with the handlers a way. So I want to be able to just say, hey, I want to use all of my buttons, switch them to these Skia buttons, or all of my controls. Let's just turn everything into Skia. Or manually say this one button is a Skia button, which should be simple enough to do. And I might want to even rename this thing. Right now I have them as controls. These are technically the handlers, because we'll probably have a Skia button that you can just use from the core library, and that's how you'd use it as a view. It's going to actually subclass view where these don't. Or actually it'll subclass button probably. How do I tie these in? The thing that's so complicated about this, right? So this is all in shared code. Everything here is shared, everything's here is just going to stay that way. As the moment I have to drop down to the native stuff, that is no longer shared, and this technically is a new native platform. And so at the renderer level, or at the handler, there's the registrar that you can override and set things into. That, when you're registering those, it needs native types because it needs a native UI view on iOS and a native view on Android to display this stuff, and like goes that way for everything. UWP needs their native views. So I have to bridge those gaps without truly bridging them a second time. Because we already have the registrar, and I don't want to have to redo all of that and have a second one inside of Skia. That would work, and it'd work really nicely and be simple. Maybe we will go that route at some point. Have a Skia registrar. So that way we would just... No, but I need to be able to just say, hey, buttons, you are now a Skia button at the registrar level. So it's going to just say, hey, this goes to here. What should be easy to do if I do a generic control handler that lets you do a type T. So if we do a type T of button for a Skia button, for a Comet button, it would now be able to swap those out and do everything appropriately and know what to do. Then how do I tie those two together? Fun, 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 fun. I think I know. So these probably would say the Skia control handler will do a type T, where T is Skia control. Oh, I don't have a base Skia control. See, this stuff starts getting tricky. Real tricky, real quick. So if I jump down to our Skia control, oh, come on, beach ball. Stop beach balling. Nobody wants that. Hey, good morning, Lachlan. I could untype this because I'm not really gaining much by typing it. Have a typed and an untyped version. Oops. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I didn't add the stuff. This is the virtual one. Ah, stop thinking, stop thinking. All right. So if we do that, we can now say this handler is typed to a type of Skia control. Now our button is not going to be typed like that anymore. As C button. Okay, this could work. Sorry, just checking emails, making sure I'm not missing out on important work stuff I should be paying attention to. Alright, so we have Skia controls that now if this is also, I wish this iOS Skia view didn't require that. Actually, yeah, because that requires a Skia view, which we don't necessarily have. Because our things, I mean, we could do those all as Skia views. That would simplify things. What if we do that? What if I change this? And Skia control is just a Skia view. I don't think that would be too bad. We don't need any of this. No. We can now greatly simplify this handler stuff. There's a Skia GL view. Does that work on iOS? It would work on Android. So this Skia view is not your Skia view. This is mine. So right now what we're using, so yeah, I'm using SK Canvas view. Joys of having a new framework, you have duplicate names. You do, because why wouldn't I name it a Skia view? But does the GL view work in, I'm just wondering if the GL view would work on iOS still, because aren't they removing that? What's that thing called? So SKGL view. And its API the same? Or no, it's a different API. On paint, what's different in the thing? Oh, the type. And this thing, this SKGL view, okay, it is in iOS. Right, but that's my thing is if they deprecate it, the Skia team's supposed to eventually do something for metal. I think I'll just stick with the one that we have for right now, just because I'll switch to metal when we have metal. And this isn't shipping anytime soon, so I think we'll be fine. We'll just switch this over. Because it's just in one place. That's the idea, is we're just doing it one place, and then we won't have to do it anywhere else, because they never touch that level. Alright, so we'll have this Skia view. I like this. This will work better. So now we don't need the same Skia control handler. Maybe I do. No, we'll just use Skia View Handler. I just want to think this through really quick. Let's just see if it'll work. No, I need something to type it. I do need one of those. I do. Add new Skia control handler. All right, this is going to. All right, these will type. All right. The reason I'm thinking of doing this is I think, and we may not keep it this way, but I think it'll work for now. Hey, I like the idea of Vulkan. I want the Vulkan ones. And technically, some of the Vulkan stuff can even, there's the Vulkan MK stuff, so you can just do it straight to metal. So I like the idea of the Vulkan stuff, personally. I know Vulkan's a horrible API, and compared to OpenGL, it sucks. But hey, it's cool. Skia View Handler. So we'll do this. And then this will just, for now, I think I'm just going to new up that type. Yeah, exactly. That's what I like about Skia. It's a higher level one. It's nice. As long as you're just doing 2D. All right. For now, I'm just going to do this. Oh, come on. I don't like it, but I think I need to. We might be able to rework this so we don't have to do any of this nonsense. Oh, wait, now we can do where T. All right, control dot set view. Perfect. Oh, right. This is going to be weird. Yeah. Yeah, I can just new it, can't I? I'm okay doing that. I don't have. And then I'm okay doing that. Thanks. Good call. Good call. Let's set this where down so we can see it. Okay, so set view, that should work. So the reason we're chaining these is now we have multiple views. Kind of ugly. So we pass it to the control, and then we pass the control on to the actual native view because I'm chaining it weird. All right, so now let's go to a sample. And in this sample, we're going to swap our buttons out, because why not? app delegate. Dot handlers dot register. I'm trying to remember. It goes view and then the handler. All right. Button new. Oh no, sorry, not new. Skia dot Skia. All right, and now this is going to Skia dot button. Okay, I think that's right. Now all of our buttons should be broken. If I put a breakpoint on draw, we should get a draw somewhere. We need to override the sizing stuff. Because with my deleting, we undid that. There's a button and we didn't get it. Curse you. Oh, I need to call. I know why. Do it after I init, so that way I don't override them. I think that's part of it. Alright, button is there, but we didn't get ours. Why didn't we get ours? Well, that's interesting. Let me dig through that. I've never tried replacing these yet. Yeah, the breakpoint did look weird. Let's just clean. That looks fine now. Let's see when it runs. Was it disabled somehow? Yeah, the empty dot normally means disabled. But it does that a lot until like that it actually goes to fire for the first time I've noticed. Let's see if my app delegate one fires. Alright, so that is going. But not on the button. Alright, so let's dig into the internals. See what I broke. Oh, I thought I undid some of this. Let's put these breakpoints in. Not there. Let's do them now. Oh, killing me. Alright, so now we're going to click on this. Okay, type is ride. We're not going to have one for that. I wonder if I should do an optimization where we don't look at the base types yet. Alright, so that's not the one. Now let's let that do its thing. Which type is this? You're not going to show me what type you are. That's very nice of you. Vertical stack, we don't care about this one. Put the breakpoint there. Alright, type is text, that's not the one we care about. This one should be button. All right, so let's step in. Let's go to this Git renderer. Press play, press play. All right, so now the renderer, iOS button handler. Handler, what's registered in here? Button. Value. I wish this window was wider. That is not useful. And my beach balls are fun. I can't actually see what's going on there. Yeah, I need to use locals or the immediate window. But that's just annoying. It just is, let's be honest. Shouldn't have to do that. Alright. Hey, that tells me better. Alright, button is the button handler. So let's go and see why my register is not working. Alright, so at this point, does that, which should override view of Comet button, which, oh, this doesn't even have any yet. I am ahead of myself. That init should have, okay, I got a different bug. This should have done that. Registered everything, right? It didn't. There is, oh, that was Skia that we called the init on. All right, I know the problem. So you don't technically have to call UI.init. I'm going to hide all that from you anyway. And this gets called the first time it's needed as part of the static initializer for UI. And since we haven't called anything on it, we're just going to add that in there first. So we registrar should, no, oh well. Let's stop and do comet.ui or .ios.ui.init. That's the problem. Which will now register everything ahead of time. So now order of operations matters. That's just something that I need to clean up because it's ugly. There we go. And we have no button, as I'd expect. What do we need to do to get this button to draw, though? Because why wasn't draw called? All right, so we have our Skia view, which is added. Might be easier if I kept things separate rather than doing this chaining that I'm doing, trying to share more code, but All right, so we'll do ride the comet, which is going to set view of a Skia button. It's exactly what we'd expect. So now Skia button, what calls draw on this? Is it not getting a size? That could be the problem. Let's look into this. I was going to, for my controls, let's just do override measure. Just run that. See if that makes a difference. Giving it a set size since it has no way to measure yet. Now we're getting a draw. It was the sizing. Yay, it's coming in. Exciting. And it should be empty. No, it's black. I ran into that. It's from not calling clear ever. I thought that's what causes that. I did this on my live stream with G Music, and it was doing this weird pixelating thing. And I'm trying to remember what fixed that. I think it had something with clear, although we're not actually drawing anything on it. So let's go check and see. I know, but we said the default color on these two is white. See if this is actually. Oh no, we didn't do background. We did that on Skia View. But it looked fine on the other ones. Okay, wait, Skia View has an overridden draw method. We've got that. I did it on shape views where I did that. So we're never calling clear on anything here. That's our problem. So what we should do, our Skia control might want to have that. I think that's the layer we want to put it on. Skia control. Oops. For larger surface, this clear could waste a few milliseconds. Yeah, I don't know. This can use some optimization. This is not going to be perfect. So yes, we can jump into this. And actually we can probably we can throw some of our button logic down here anyway. I'm just thinking about that. Let's go grab shape view. Let's just call clear, see what happens. And is button not calling base? So that's not going to get called. Never mind. All right, so base dot draw. Oops, I should actually pass stuff in, shouldn't I? All right, let's run that, see what happens. And then we can look at making the button do things. Still looks like that. Let's do, where's that button code? Wasn't there? All right, that's what it was. Clear, it wasn't good enough. It had to be told clear with a background color. All right, so what we'll do is we will do virtual view dot get background color. Okay, so that we'll call this. Actually, if we do that, I don't have to null check there. All right, so that should actually give us white. Not me to open my message. Oh, it's off screen anyway. All right, so now we have our drawing. It should now do white. No, that went to white. That's interesting. What's this background color? Well, we shouldn't ever be calling canvas.clear. We should do that at the root, not here. That should be called before this ever gets passed along, because each control along the way. Actually, the background color on this is black. So that is right on that control, and it's not all pixelated, it's actually just black. So we're good. That actually did what it was supposed to. We have a control! Woohoo! So instead of, actually, I don't know if we even should call clear, to be honest. Because this, it's not the background of the control, the background color for the control, because if this was rounded, we wouldn't want to clear the whole thing, because if we cleared that in black, it wouldn't be right. And we can't just say clear to white, because what if they're in dark mode? It kind of needs its parent's background. But even then, it should be transparent. So we're just going to clear to transparent, yes. Is there a built-in transparent, or I just need to do... oh well. Come on, IDE. Why'd you... beach ball? Alright, so now let's just do this all right here. Var border equals virtual view dot get border. Alright, perfect. Now we can say if border is not equal to null, we'll do draw border. Canvas, border, and then build color would be the background color. So virtual view dot get background color. All right, else draw. Actually, let's say sk colors dot transparent. Oh, colors. That's more efficient. I was looking under color. I'm like, where's the colors? All right, thank you. Thank you. Very useful. Actually, is this off screen? There we go. That looks better. All right. So now let's get these background colors. Is this the new Mac OS? This is, what's it called? Yeah, I'm on the latest everything, so whatever it's called. Why? I just updated to alpha yesterday, and it's been, actually I've been working on Windows a lot lately, so I don't know. All right, we'll try this, and then we're gonna add a shape to this thing and see what happens. Or I have buttons with shapes, I think. I don't know. All right. Okay, so it's just gonna draw the background, which will be black, and then that's looking good, and it's set at the default size we said it was. We haven't taken into any account any real tech stuff. We'll deal with text in a bit. Not ready for that yet, but we'll get there. All right, that's pretty cool. Draw border's not working. You're killing me. All right, so draw border is just gonna be easy now that we added an extension method. Canvas dot draw shape, comma. Oh, we don't have a fill shape. Oh, it's gonna do that from. I wonder if we should do. Because our shape's gonna deal with that fill. That's right, we're not gonna deal with that for right now. We're just gonna say draw shape, rect. Did I pass that in right? Alright, well, we will change this to where I do. Oh, it also wants the view, which is virtual view. Just do that. Alright, so now we should technically have shape support. Shape and background color might be broken. We'll have to test that. So let's go into this ride the comet view in our sample. We're gonna have to clean up the registration of these views so it'll be simpler. But now we can do button sample, or no, ride the comet. That's what we're looking at. All right, so ride the comet has a button, and actually, why is this not lining up right? So we have ride the comet. Now we have the button dot frame. Whoa. Dot border. Right. Rounded border. I like that. And we'll just do that. We'll do color dot blue. What's it complaining about? Oh, color. We need to specify. This is check it out. That worked. Except our background color is wrong. But we have our blue shape. All right. Yes. Exciting. All right, now to fix that. Actually, is that shape being handled? Where's that shape being handled? I want to go. Now that I'm thinking about this, that shape could be being handled by not me. So I want to go look at handlers. No, it's not doing that because that would have clipped it. Yeah, so that is being handled by me. Woohoo! Exciting! Because they do all it. Yeah. All right, so that view, let's put that back in this, not button, Skia control? Or Skia control. Skia control. Draw borders now being called. All right, so let's look at this shape. What's on this shape? It's a rounded rectangle. With nothing else set to it. So let's go look at our draw shape thing. It's going to deal with the background color for us because it grabs the thing and goes and does it. I like it. I like it. Fill. Or is it? I don't know. Where's the black coming from? There's nothing. Oh. Color, get stroke color. We default to black. That's the gradient. I'd really like to find where that black is coming from. Alright, so the default is stroke fill. And the color, that's the blue. And then it draws the path. So where are we getting the black from? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit my mic. Let's go back. Actually, we can just do it from. We go to. Let's remove the background color on that. Because maybe I'm doing it. Is it because I'm not setting the fill color? Why aren't you navigating? Alright, let's remove some breakpoints. Actually, we can leave breakpoints. Let's go to. Alright, next. Now let's go to ride the comet. Now it doesn't draw it with the shape. And the background color is done. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I just want to see what's going on with this. So if I do that, it still shouldn't be doing the whole shape. So let's hit enter here. Come on, no breakpoints. I'm trying to code. It's so nice having that hot reload, but this sometimes like, you're too aggressive. Let's change off of black. All right, so now let's go look at that. Oh, what did I crash on? Oh no, I hit pause. Okay, so let's look at our shape code. That's under. Oh, come on. All right, so our fill It's setting the fill right here. And it's getting that from the view. And it's setting the fill to null. So a null fill. Wait, what's this fill supposed to be? Oh, I can't even scroll. Fill is null. What is fill supposed to be? Stroke paint.color. Right, it's saying, it says get the fill. Then what's it ever doing with this fill? I'm just curious if that's supposed to be set down here. So if fill is a color, that's because it does do it here. And if fill's null, it leaves it as it is. Why doesn't it hover the other one? But fill still gets used though, right? Oh no, it doesn't even call the fill stuff. So right here, let's just try something. Just curious. Alright, now fill's being called. But it's still black. So let's give it a fill color. Let's see if that fixes it. Oh no, I did transparent. Just for fun. Ah. Alright, so that put the right green in there. But we still have those black corners. So there's something with the shape drawing. So let's really quick, just to verify, sanity check this. The default color for SK Paint is black. That's interesting. So I could have something else in there setting that, since it's not set. Yeah, right here. Clear, transparent. So it's something inside that draw border. I'm just verifying that. Oh. Or not. This is never getting called. Clear, transparent. Let's try this. Just for kicks. No, that's black. Clearing transparent. Shouldn't that like make it black? Oh, come on. This beach balling is gonna be the death of me. I shouldn't have to do a fill background though, should I? If I make it transparent, clear white works. So clear transparent makes it black. Nothing. I comment this out because that's not actually happening. Yeah, that's not actually firing. So that's what's weird is a transparent clear is making black. This is an iOS issue? It's the view? Alright. That makes sense. Yeah, I was worried about there's two different constructors. I just was gonna check it. No, that didn't work. So let's try. Oh, you want it to false? So my override would have been fine had I done the right value. Okay. Alright, try again. Hey, that was it! You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you! Alright, so let's go back and bring all our Skia control stuff back. And now let's go to our Skia drawing that I just messed up. We'll leave it how it was. Alright, then we'll set the fill color to the background color. Or, hmm. Just trying to think this through. Because there might already on that shape, you might set your own fill color. Just trying to think on that one. Actually, let's leave it as, I want to see what happens when I set a shadow. Let me, so did he do shadow support yet? It'll be nice to have all these base things just draw this, draw that, draw this. Okay, so now let's go to ride the comet. That's looking better, actually. Shadow. I am so frustrated by beach balling. I restarted right before I started this. Dot gray. Radius, let's just give it like 4, 2, 2. Oh, we don't need that. No, we didn't get a shadow by free. We'll have to do shadow stuff, which is fine. Would have been cool. We're just gonna leave it there. Let's get background working on controls, which we know it works if we don't. Actually, let's go back to ride the comet. If we hit enter here and we comment this out, we should have a blue background now, or green. Exactly as it should. So we just need to make that respect it. All right. So I don't want to set. I wonder if we do something to where we can pass in the fill. Actually, we might want to do that stuff anyway. Instead of, on that extension, we're passing in the control. Instead of doing that, let's pass those things in. That'll clean this up because, yeah. Let's close everything. Let's hope this thing works a little bit better. So these graphics extension, oh, nope, wrong one. So right now we have an object called fill. Actually, let's remove this view. Everywhere that needs the view, we're going to remove. The view will pass that in. Drawing style as well, huh? What? Come on! Oh no, oh yeah, okay. And we'll default that. Actually, let's find all references of this. So shape view. Let's remove some of this. Let's actually do. All right, I like where we're going with this. Oh, I have those out of order. Can't do that. All right. So drawing style, you can go away. All right. Wow, we're doing everything there. Comes from the view. Stroke color. No, we're almost done. It's just stroke color and fill. We're good. All right, shape. Actually, we should make. What's your guys' thoughts? Should we make the drawing style be required? Hold on one sec. Be right back, guys. Be right back.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
All right, I'm back. All right, so I was saying, do you guys think that we should force these? I don't like the drawing properties. I wonder if we should force these. I'm kind of leaning towards yes. Because how do you draw without those? Fill is not required, but we'll do drawing style. We'll do, wow, line width or stroke width. I'm wondering if any of these don't need the stroke width. Fill, if you're just doing fill, you don't need stroke. All right, we're gonna make them all optional again. And then this is float. And it's defaulted to 1 everywhere anyway. So we've got that. And we also have got color, stroke color. All right, and that have a default of black. Okay. That's not a constant. Super lame. Can we make these constants? I don't know if that'll work. That shouldn't have any. No, that's not going to work. Expression being assigned to color black must be a constant. Well, that's not fun. I wonder how we can make those a constant. Maybe we can always do the string constant black. But I don't like that. This is turning into more of an endeavor than I wanted. I'm custom drawing UI, so it makes sense, but still. Wait, where'd line width come from? Let me undo some stuff. This just got messy. So line width is always set to 1? Where's that come from? Oh, line width equals. They're assigning. Okay, we're gonna redo. No, because right here is being set. I was just, didn't matter. I just miscopied and pasted that. That was on me. All right, so we've got that. Oops. Oh, this isn't. Perfect, that's good. I lost drawing style somehow. How did I lose drawing style? All right, drawing style's back. Fill we don't actually have to set anymore. All right, that looks good. Fill goes away. All right, so now I just have to fix using this. All right. So we've got the rect, drawing style. What's up with my music? Just went to show tunes. Some show tunes are fun, but it's awkward to code to. All right. Okay, I like that. Now we just need to go do that for. Let's go to our comment view, our Skia control, that one. And our draw shape is going to get a tad bit bigger now. All right, so drawing style. For a border, it's just going to stay fill. We're not going to touch that because it's a border. Now, stroke color. going to be shape, shape, virtual view. Okay, do that, and now we've got black. We can now say, no, that should be all we need, right? So now stroke color. All right, and then the final one we do is the background color, the fill. All right. Let's see if this works. Let's hope it compiles. That's the real thing. All right, so we'll go into ride the comet. Hey, check it out. We have a green border with rounded corners. That's perfect. That worked. That's really exciting. All right, so let's go into the comet view, the ride the comet. We're going to just comment that out, just make sure it works. Actually, let's go check out some of these other ones. Is that set? Where does that get set? On the Skia iOS? That's on the iOS one or SK Paint? Oh, okay. You think that'd be the default? Actually, let's clean this up. See, will this let us? I probably only need it for the line, but we'll do it for all of them. Why isn't that on by default? Oh, it's for performance? Okay. Wait, in this case, okay, I think I got them all. Let's run it. Oh, that looks so much better. So much better. No more jagged pixels. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. We've got a button with shapes working. We haven't even done anything in the button code, which is kind of funny. All right, so let's close all this. Let's jump into the button. Let's add some tech stuff, actually. Stop beach balling! Getting angry. Hey, R2, welcome, welcome. Hey, you've got a funny icon. That's kind of cool. It's from your bits the other day. What? Who's angry? I'm mad that my computer keeps beach balling as I'm coding. That's all I'm angry about. Do you see what we did? It's looking great. We're now going to add some tech support. This button is drawn in Skia. And do you know what the best part is? I haven't added how you do it yet, but for now, all I had to do was inside the sample, just swap out all buttons to be Skia buttons with this, which I'm going to hide from you. So you'll just say like Skia buttons, and then you'll get Skia. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Or I'm also going to let you choose to use Skia, just a single Skia button wherever you want. But I'm not there yet. We're getting there. We need to make the Skia buttons do text now, because it doesn't do text yet. All right, so let's do text. All right, now my old code has some funny stuff in here around this entire font class, which we may reuse. Go to definition. Come on, I know you can find it. I noticed that my search, I didn't finish writing draw button, which is pretty random. I don't know why that made me laugh, and I had to think, why did I have that written there? All right, my kids would have really enjoyed that. Too bad they're not around. All right. So the ski endeavor is going well. Getting everything hooked up was a bit of work. We're now using the same Skia drawing code across the shape views and the new Skia controls. So, oh, I don't like this. Okay, this class isn't going to stay the way it is. So it has font attributes, which is a forms thing, I believe. I'm pretty sure that lives in forms. But you need to know all of that type of stuff. Yeah, that's half that stuff is forms and line height and stuff. But we need some of this to calculate sizes. Okay, that just gets the data. Some of that stuff's not going to stay the way it is. I don't like it. Hmm. Adding in the emoji. Gotta be able to do that. Alright, so the get text layout. This is where the fun stuff I wanted to check out. Oh, that's actually really, really crappy font stuff. It's not very good. Should bring in HarfBuzz. I've never used HarfBuzz. HarfBuzz sounds fun. Do we have HarfBuzz easy to get to? I know it used to ship with Skia. What's the easiest way to use that in C Sharp? Do we have an official, Matt, do you know, do we have an official Xamarin package we do? It's a bunch of breaking changes coming soon. All right, so for now, I'm not going to do that then, I guess. Should I use that HarfBuzz Sharp or should I use... Yeah, I baited him by saying I'm working on Skia. All right, so I should use the Skia Sharp.HarpBuzz. Is that the best recommendation? Or should I just grab my lazy text measuring stuff? All right, well, let's start with this. I'm just going to do, no, that's get text layout. Oh, that sets the frame, oh, out list line info. Yeah, I might just do this for now. It's old. What's this line info? Can't even remember. Jason helped me with some of this, so some of it's his fault. All right, line info. Oh, there we go. That's a nice little class. I like it. All right. Yeah, I saw that those guys were doing a lot. I'm really tempted to see how much of their code I could use since it's all for like doing some of the stuff. That is a lot of code changes. They're just using harp bars sharp. Yeah, to be completely honest, this isn't something I ever truly want to deal with. I plan on using someone else's implementation of font stuff because text shaping sucks. We all know it's horrible. Yeah, it'd be nice just to have a nice text shaping thing towards truly like, hey, here's my text, here's all the attributes, here's the font, how big is it going to be, figure it out, and then let me just draw that. Yeah, this is not something I plan on really doing, being completely honest with you. I plan on using something else long term, but we need something short term to get some font on text on the screen. All right, I'm gonna take this guy. Let's go back over to here. Let's do. Yeah, I'm going to use Skia or canvas.draw text, but that doesn't tell you. You still need to do text shaping. You've got to know how big it is so you can do all the padding and everything else. And yeah, I wish I could. Stop beach balling. All right, so just throw that thing right in there. All right, so we've got this right now. Actually, we're just gonna call it Skia text. I like that. Public. Where else did I do that? So this. Why is this an out list? Get lines. I like that. And I'm gonna need a lot more data than that. Okay, so we're gonna need this text drawing data stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna use that same exact class because it's kind of nice having encapsulated in a class, but I don't think we need the extra object. And we're gonna get all this data anyway from elsewhere. Let's go look at Comet iOS, not samples, Comet iOS inside of the handlers for the text handler. There's all this stuff. You know, we're not using mapper stuff at all. I wonder how mapper stuff can even tie into Skia. That would be interesting. Hmm. That makes me think. I don't even know how to do that. We'll cross that bridge later. All right, so these are all the things that I need to deal with. And looking at my other code, it pulls out all the data of certain types at okay, typeface. right, let's see what even comes out of this thing. And even getting these fonts into man, I'm not looking forward to this. All right, and then what's it want? What's in this thing? SK typeface. Oh, that's this bold, not bold, italic, normal, bold, and italic. All right, so what do we have? If I go back to, so we have family, we have alignment, which we need to handle alignment appropriately. All right, let's just get everything out. Let's get weight, size, family out. And land break mode. I think these are all the things that I need. I don't want to go too advanced. Maybe I should get this basic in here, and then Matt can fix it all. Sounds great. All right. So I just brought all this over so I know what I need. So var alignment equals. So I can just pass the view that this comes from. For now, I'm going to do that. Yes, I think my weight is a number. We'll find out. View dot get alignment. Var we'll do okay, where do I pull that stuff out? Oh, it just does it all in here. This is all I care about. Map font. Oh, we have a font class. And these all map to the same exact one, so we don't need any of those. Done. All right, I'll click on that link in a minute. Let me just try and get this basic data out. All right. Font attribute. Oh, the default. Hey, we have a font attributes class. Yay! And I don't know what the default's going to be. Those are going to have to come from the view itself. Actually, let's just do font attributes. And then we've got that. And that all gives us all the font stuff. This stuff lines up differently, so we're going to need that. I do still need the view. Or is it really only two other things I need? So if that gets us all the font stuff, the only thing you need is alignment and line break. So we'll just do those two separate. And we can even default those. All right. And I already forgot what they were. I need alignment. All right. Perfect. I think I'm going to move the font to the front because it's kind of weird that it's so far back. Actually, font family comes from that stuff too, right? Yes, I don't even need that. Boom. You're gone. All right. Now I've got almost all the data I need. Okay, perfect. So let's look at how to map these things really quick. There's two things that we do inside of here. The 2UI font. Comet.weight. All right. I didn't do the font stuff either, as you can tell. So I'm learning some of this as we go. That's true. We can get all the system font stuff. All right, we are just going to copy this, which is all wrong. And it'll be good enough to get me going. So I have this code. And now let's go look at what I had from here, which actually might be good enough. Hitting enter should not cause beach balling. All right, so font attributes dot font or dot family. All right. And then the next thing we're putting in there is the weight. Oh, this is where you were saying there's a lot more better stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. SK weight is just an enum. Okay, so now if it's bold, and how do we do bold here? So attributes, what's weight? Weight. Ah, that's how they're doing it. Hmm. They're not actually doing stuff with. Okay, we're doing it slightly different than that. All right, so we can do this. We can add an extension for this. Actually, we can do a couple of them. Okay, typeface. The weight type is an enum. So we'll do. All right, so now I'm going to just move this out of here. We're going to do a couple more of this. We're going to do public static. This, and this is called, just, is it called weight? I did not scroll. I right clicked. All right, and this weight is comet.weight. It's just an enum. All right, so let's start here. So we'll do switch. Wait, what's the new switch syntax on C#6 or C#8? A switch. There's something new with the pattern stuff, right? Or does that not matter with just returning? Yeah, that's not going to help me so much here. It's all right, we'll just go with this. All right, switch. Wait. Case. Wait. Bold. Oh wait, so I just say so you're saying really quick, wait. Aha, okay. So I'll just do return wait switch. Okay, so now I can say wait wait dot bold, right? And then I can do sk font if it'll think go. Copy paste dot bold. Is that right? And then oh, this is nice because these all line up nicely. Dot. I think we have the exact same ones. Are they the same numbers? 900. Okay, black is 700. So is this right? Can I just like cast him, you think? Let's just. There's some that are missing, but I think it should be good. I love John Lipsky for doing this right. All right, so I think he did the same, which is really exciting. All right, we're just doing it. I think he did it right. So we're going to go with it. So awesome. All right. So we have attributes.family. Now for the weight is just going to be attributes.weight.to.sk. Yeah, we're just going to ship it. What could go wrong? All right, so what's next? So it's weight, font, width. We don't have anything for width. What did I do on... Oh, width.normal. Done. Done. Is that the right one? Why is that not showing up? Does that not exist anymore? SK font width style. It's 8, but still. Oh, that's why. Invalid code. All right, then this last one, after that, it's the slant. And that's just if it's italic or not, right? All right. There's more. I don't want more. Do I need to deal with more? I think that's going to be good enough for now. What do you think? Yeah, looks good. We have font faces. Super exciting. All right, so I can delete all of this. That was not needed and way more complicated. All right, so that's good. So we have the type faces. All right, so let's copy some of this code now. Oh, that thing's not gonna be right. We're gonna have to change this thing a bit. Oh, I need one for measuring too. Okay, so bad. All right, for now, what does that data type need to be? It's a float. All right, so perfect. Don't need you anymore. Now we have font dot size. We're just gonna go with the times 1.25 because why not? Oh, we don't have the line height. Where did I figure out what the line height is? How do we get that on? We just had it set as 1. Label had a line height. That's interesting. I did not know forms had line heights. I don't care about the resource designers or the issues. Holy cow, there's a lot of stuff. Ah, so it's going to update this line height from the native, huh? Interesting. Yeah, there's an element.line height on everything. Not something I've thought about. We're just going to leave it at 1 for now. All right. I don't even think we need all the paint stuff yet. That's all right, we're doing it anyway. All right, fonts, attributes, dot size. I think it already is a float, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so we are now totally lost my file now. Of course I did. I don't remember closing that one. All right, so forms, Skia stuff somewhere in here. Platform Skia, there we go. It's just in here. And we are on getting the line heights. Line info. Hate text shaping. Here it is, this is where we're at. All right, so we've got the to that. Font family is this. Default, that makes sense. I wonder if we have a default already though. We don't. That's easy enough to fix. All right. All right, and now we'll do, instead of data attribute, dang it, font attributes. Actually, we can do the new, that's right, string is null or empty is not bad. All right, so now we have font family. We have our typeface, paint.typeface equals font attributes dot to sk typeface. Pretty excited for that. That's nice. Let's do our lines now. It's killing me. All right. Nope. Do that after that. So now we've got our lines. All right. Oh, now we get to do all this stuff. So much fun. Oops, did not mean to do that. Just gonna copy and paste this puppy. Return. Bam. All right, now this is gonna be unhappy. Okay. We're not worrying about that. That's gonna just be 0. That's also going to be 0. All right, so wrapping. Oh no, we passed that in. We have, stop thinking so hard. Line break mode. Pretty easy so far. Lots of Thrownotic stuff. All right. Oh, actually, hold on. Okay, so that's going to go through and get all those lines. All right, so now if lines count is greater than this, wait, why is it even creating all that stuff? Is it even doing, I just want to double check this. If measured length, measured text.substring, am I even using that paint? Oh no, paint.breakText. Okay, I am using it. Perfect, perfect. So that breaks it out into the right stuff. And now, okay, if counts is greater than 0 and we're not measuring and we're not vertical aligning, else return the lines. Okay. All right, so here we're going to say text alignment. Didn't I pass an alignment? Yeah, I just called it alignment. And alignment is not equal to text alignment dot left. Oh wait, he's got it as vertical alignment and horizontal. I actually don't know on this one. trying to remember what this use case. So vertical alignment is start is not equal to start. I'm just going to leave this part commented out for right now, and we're just going to go with this. So we know to get back into this stuff. So that's going to get us our lines. Now that we have lines, stop beach balling. Does this tell us our... Okay, we don't even do anything with that right now. Do we ever? No, that's dead code. Do we ever use this font family? Oh, right, we're not doing, it's just the way we did our thing. So in here is where we did that. Let's do that. All right, that's looking good, looking good. Let's see if we can get some of this to go. I'm not gonna be able to stay on live streaming for too much longer, but let's see if we can now get some of this measuring. We're just gonna go with what we have. We'll have it measuring. This line info does tell the line height, right? So we know how many lines there are, how big they are, and then how wide they are. And then we can do some stuff based off the padding. All right, so now let's go to this button. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to have some constant, some static float side padding equals, I think is it 40 or 60 that you use on material? I read this, and I read this a lot, and I can't remember. Equals, we're just going to say 10, just make this nice and big. So H padding, I like that better. All right, perfect. And this thing by default is going to it's just going to truncate, right? We don't need any of this. We're going to base draw. We also need to do override measure. Make sure this gets called appropriately from our control. So we have our SK something control, which is an iOS. I want to make sure it properly asks the button its size. So SK control handler, override measure. This is going to just say control. And then, yeah, control dot measure. Pass that along, and then on our base control, we're going to give that the size of okay, well, I kind of wish we had a clamp for these sizes. We could just say, hey, clamp this size so it won't get bigger than the available size, but it will, yeah, maybe we'll put some of those in later. All right, let's format some code. Stop beach balling again. So painful. All right, I was hoping that was going to hit some enters in there because I don't like how claustrophobic my code looks. Okay, that's looking better, looking better. We've got that. Now we have our button. So now we can measure. Let's hope this works. I'm going to close my office door. Kids just got home and it's getting loud. All right, back. All right, so Skia text dot get lines. Now we could cache the lines. I don't know. For now, we're just going to say button dot text. Oh, we don't have. C button. All right, I like that. All right, so now we can do button dot text dot get font. This looks like it's gonna work. All right, we are gonna have to set what the default is, which is fine. Actually, we'll just do up here static. All right, so now here's where we can do family. We'll just do system for now. Size equals 12. I don't know. We can adjust all that. And buttons. Bold or heavy? We'll do. I mean, it's a button. You should know it's there. We'll just go with that for now. Oh, this is killing me. All right, so now we'll just put that in there. Get font. Text alignment. Button dot get text alignment. And we'll just say text alignment dot center is the default. Let's hit enter. Getting too wide. This is preview, I think. I can't get into the internal. I tried updating the internal previews yesterday and it wouldn't work. So I'm on preview. And I'm logged into my Microsoft account, so I don't know why I don't see all this fancy ones. I meant to, yeah. Oh, nope, now it's giving me an error. It was working fine yesterday, but wouldn't give me stuff. And not intuned, so maybe they kicked me off for not being intuned. All right, so now let's do button dot get. What am I thinking? Get line break mode. And we're just going to say tail truncation as the default. This is so bad. It wasn't this bad earlier. All right. Oops, wrong one. All right, so let me. What else is it missing? Max width. All right. Do I need to also? I'm wondering, should I force that padding? Do they for? No, I don't know if they force padding or not. Just say that. Oh, come on. It's like every time I type. Actually, we'll just do the one. All right. What are you complaining about now? Cannot convert. Oh, it can return a null even though we passed that in? How is that doing null then? Alright, I'm gonna leave it how it is just because I don't understand that. I'll have to ask Lipsky about that one. Alright, so now we have lines. Now what we can say is oh, I don't have link. We're just gonna use link for this because I love link. Alright, so now we'll say lines.max. So yes, this used to be Hot UI. It has been renamed, but once upon a time this was Hot UI. Actually, it'll probably be faster if I do it for each. So float width equals equals 0. Now we'll say the height's going to be easy because it's just going to be all of them added up, right? Plus the padding, plus some spacing. We'll just go with that. All right, so for each var ln lines, we'll say width equals math.max width comma l dot width. All right, now what we'll do is height plus equals L dot height. All right, so now return new size. We'll say width plus oh no, so we'll do so I'm just trying to think. So that could have been the width is that. All right, so we'll say math.min. Okay, so we'll say math.min plus v padding, comma, available size dot width, comma. Now for the height, we're just going to say same thing. Yeah, math.height plus oh, v padding. This one's the horizontal padding. Comma available size dot height. Right, I think that's how that should work. Actually, I should just return the one I want. And let's see what it does. So we don't need that. We shouldn't have to min that. If we are, we need to fix that API. Can't click. Kind of want to restart my machine or Visual Studio or something, because this is beyond me. Let me close this VS Code. That VS Code, maybe it's taking too much. Actually, no, I want that because I want to be able to do that drawing code. That's right, we can just go to live stream. We'll just take that one file. I'm just wondering if code having all the forms open was just too much for it. File, close folder. All right, so this, maybe it's just resource intensive on my machine. I don't know. It's the Skia one. I thought I saw, oh, there it is. All right, this is the file I want anyway. And I'll try restarting if that doesn't get better. All right, so now we should have a size. Now let's have a draw text. So we're gonna add the text to the other one. we're going to throw that on here. Skia control. All right, draw text. And we're just going to know what to pass into this. So let's go to Skia control. And this is going to be font attributes. Did not make it better. All right, we are just going to stop. I saved. We're going to quit. We're going to restart that because I just can't handle this. Let that launch back up. Why is it still restoring packages? All right, it still beats Bald anyway. All right, we're getting somewhere. All right, so we're also gonna say in color. Actually, I can get that from, that's right, we're gonna do it anyway. Okay, text size is going to be, all right, so clip rect. We know what our rectangle is if we pass that in. Oh no, we know what it is anyway. All right, so what we're going to do is we'll just do view dot frame dot to skrect. I'm just checking on that. All right. All right, so here we're going to say text, comma, font attributes. Oh, it's kind of lame I'm creating that paint twice to do this though. We're just gonna do it for now. Optimize later. Get text alignment. It's still skipping. Not as bad. All right, so then we're going to say virtual. Oh, I don't know what the default alignment is, so we're going to pass that in too, because that could be different for each one. And then wrap, what's the other one called? And then the next one is line break mode. We're going to pass that in too. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. All right, line break mode. And then max width is, we're just gonna go text dot, oh no, sorry. All right. And we shouldn't have to deal with any of that font family stuff. Equals data dot to this. All right, we have drawing code. We have drawing code. All right, I'm so excited. It is time to try this, and then we'll have a button. It won't do anything, but it will draw. All right, so here we're going to say draw canvas. We'll say color is, I don't think I need to do this button. I can do virtual view dot get color, and the color is color dot black. Then we'll say virtual view dot get text alignment, button center. Let's hit enter, give us some oh, come on. And then line break mode, or virtual view dot get line break mode. All right. Okay, line break mode dot. All right. That, what's it complaining about? Alignment. I'm missing alignment? All right, so let's try that again. So we have canvas. Oh, we don't have the data. Um, virtual view dot get font. Oh, and I didn't actually do the text either. How did I do that? All right, so canvas takes text first. So virtual button, not text. And then this is get font, default font. All right. That is such a dumb API. All right, let's run it. I'm nervous. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna happen? It's gotta work, right? Uh-oh. Line break mode, not supported. Okay, so what are we doing here? We'll just do no word wrap. What's the machine no word wrap entail? Oh, this is so painful to click around. All right, ride the comet. Let's see. We have no text. Where's our text? All right, let's see what's happening with this line stuff. We're definitely getting a size, right? Let's see what size is coming out of this. Width is, and the height's only 15 plus vertical padding. That's really small. That does not look like that's right. I guess, maybe it is. Alright, well let's check in the text. It could be something with the font face. Or maybe this clip. You know what, let's turn off this clip. And let's hope that the origin stuff's not wrong on those lines. I can't deep. Hey, it was clip it was the clipping. It didn't handle the emojis right though. Why don't we have emojis? So we have the right size. We now need to center and move that because we know where it should be. Yeah, adding emoji support's gonna suck. This whole thing. I'm pretty tempted to do a hybrid approach. So I never do any fonts or text in Skia. I don't know. It's drawing. Oh yeah, that thing should have been based off the bounds. That clip shape would have been off the bounds. It worked. Yeah, Skia and text just are never fun. Question is though, what do I do to center that? Did I have stuff in the old thing that dealt with the centering and everything? I thought I handled centering. Oh, that's probably that code I commented out. This is it. That's what centers it all. All right, well that's looking good. It really is. I really am liking that. How do I do the alignment? Oh, I'm only doing... Okay. How do I do horizontal alignment in... I have something I can do to get the hint on what to do on that. All right. Might be done, or I might work on fixing the centering of the text. But yeah, like I said, I don't plan on actually doing the text stuff myself long term. I just don't, because why? I'm going to find a library or something that's going to do it in a much better manner. Check it out, all these buttons switched. That's so exciting. Those buttons they're not centered right as you can tell, but the shape was right on it. That's pretty cool. And they don't click. I need to I need to make it a proper button with everything else, and I've at least got the basis there to start on it. Maybe we'll work on this again on Monday. Okay, I'm pretty happy though. It's gotten pretty far. We've got stuff drawing on the screen. We don't have proper emoji support or any of the text font fallback stuff. I'm gonna have to even learn how to do that because I have no idea. How do you do that? I thought I did that though. When I did. Right now, each of them have their own canvas. So the beautiful thing about the architecture of this is since this is a Skia control, it's going to just draw on this thing. Now I have a virtual view hierarchy, so I can actually figure out what needs to be on Skia and what doesn't, and I can collapse down and just do a couple canvases instead of doing everything on their own. I don't have any of that collapsing done yet, but we can totally collapse this down. So if everything but one thing is Skia, depending on where it's at in the Z stack, we can collapse everything above or below it down to one or two draw calls, which is pretty cool. Right now, I'm not doing that. So eventually, we can get all the same exact performance gains because we can just have one canvas. But yeah, not there yet. Not there yet. And there's just lots of things that come with that when we start dealing with the offsets because then like we can deal with scrolling and mouse touches because right now since they're each their own control, the mouse touching is really easy. But eventually, yeah, we can do some collapsing and that's going to be exciting and fun to do. It's just not needed yet. Well, it's not there yet. Do you know the performance of having lots of different canvases? How bad is it if I was to draw every view with its own canvas? I mean, I think that's how most people are doing it in forums right now when they do all their Skia stuff, and I haven't really heard complaints. Have you, Matt? Hmm. All right, maybe we fix that centering. It's gonna bug me. Let's do that really quick. Let's center crap. Make sure our measuring works. Yeah, it's the way. So yeah, eventually we'll collapse down what we can, which is nice. That makes sense. Instead of one bitmap. And you won't notice that as much on iOS, but when you start hitting Android. All right, let's do this. Why, hello, lucky number 7. We are building fun stuff right now. We are working on Comet, the new UI toolkit I've been working on, and we're doing Skia rendering, and we're dealing with text, which is not fun actually. So I don't know why I said we're doing fun stuff, because I personally don't find text fun, especially not at this level. Skia. Okay, so Skia is Google's cross-platform drawing library, which draws everywhere. It's what draws Chrome. So anywhere Chrome runs, Skia runs. So it's pretty awesome. So what I'm working on, oh, that's not going to build now. Stop. So I'm making it to where this new UI library, you can opt into Skia drawn controls so they'll look identical everywhere. So this button and this text for that button is drawn in Skia right now, which is yeah, instead of using the native UI, I drew it myself. Which is kind of fun. It's kind of cool it's working, and I swapped out every button to be that, and it'll be an opt-in thing, so you can opt into the custom drawn or the native drawn. So on iOS, the controls look iOS-like, or you can use the custom drawn ones that come with the framework and mix and match them at any level. So that's kind of fun. We're not gonna, do this one right now. All right. So if we're going to say text alignment, no, is it just called alignment? If alignment is not equal to dot left, then we're going to do all this. All right, and we're just going to say all of this is centered for now. For the vertical offset, we're just going to center text. Just because I want to get things working. All right, so float, this isn't right. We'll just say native. Actually, the measuring, that's why we measure. We only do that. I got it. I know why. All right, let's throw this thing in the end. All right. And justify. So that way we're only doing this calculation if we need to. We only need to deal with the justify calculation when we're actually drawing it. When we're just seeing how big this control is, we don't need to even do with all this math. So, and also, it can't do this height math because the control hasn't even been sized yet. So we don't want to do that yet. Now what we can do is virtual, this is the, we need the height. We're gonna need the height then. So how about, if height is greater than 1, or greater than 0, yeah, then we'll do this. This is all internal code, so I'm okay with having stuff like that. All right. Oh, come on, IDE. Don't do this to me. All right, so we've got the height. Now what we can say is we'll switch on alignment. If center, we'll say max width. All right, where are we going on this? So we'll get this to here. Instead of end, this is right. All right, now we should have centered code, I hope. Find out. Run. Oh, we're not passing in that height anywhere, so no, it's not. Let's do that on the draw. SK control on draw text or get lines. Virtual view dot frame dot height. Or dot. Yes. All right, I think I'm going to end after this, though. We're going to run through this, and then I think we'll raid Montemagno. Mott's is off coding on some Xamarin Form stuff, which is pretty fun. Let's see if this text centers. If it does, I'm going to commit and push all this stuff up, and I might break this into a couple commits. I haven't done any committing today, guys. Horrible of me. I might do the Skia extensions in the shape view. We will do this as one commit. The Skia shape view into, or shape view going into an extension. And then the rest of this we'll just do as all one big thing. All right, simulator, go. Why is the debugger not connecting? All right, let's stop. Let's run again. Maybe I have to restart my simulator. Is my simulator locked? Let's just quit the simulator. Try this. And yeah, this was really exciting. We did good today. This was fun. The tech stuff is not fun. It's really, really bad tech shaping for now. Eventually this should be switched to HarfBuzz. It really should. But hey, check it out. The text is centered. That's exciting. No emoji support yet. I wonder how hard that is to do. Skia emoji fallback. People are asking. Huh. Hey, thanks for the follow, Yazin. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, I need to figure this out at some point, how to do emoji. So, I'm gonna have to do that fallback. So if anyone knows how to do that, because that is 2 emoji there, I would love to know. Raw text, what do I do? I could have sworn I did something on that. Exciting if you to join the live coders though, there's an application process on the GitHub repo, which is under GitHub/live coders, I believe. Something like that. I can look it up if you need to. But yes, there's an application process, which is really exciting. So definitely, if it's something that interests you, go for it. Apply. But that shouldn't stop you from live coding on Twitch anyway. Lucky's here. He's going to get it. Thanks, Seven. All right. So I think I'm going to end the stream here with this. We've got text drawing and centering. We have to fix emoji. We need to figure out states because this button doesn't draw differently based on states. We don't have shadows. So why don't I use Xcode? Because I'm doing this all in C# and Visual Studio, which is really exciting. So it's what I like. All right, but that button is drawing and it looks pretty good. I'm happy with today's progress. So I started doing stuff with styles on a different pull request for material styles, allowing you to do like the material themes. And I need to get that in. And I need to fix states before we can really do states here because I need to be able to just pull those out, which is pretty exciting because right now we're doing things like in the Skia button where we like grab this text grab the color out. Once I finish the states, we'll be able to just say, hey, do it for this state. And it'll do that for native and for the Skia stuff. And so I won't even have to change any code in here. I'll just have to do the styles, and the styles will take care of it, which is really exciting. All right. Well, let's jump over and thank you guys all for hanging out here. We're gonna raid James Montemagno because I know his stream's going right now. I think he just started too, which is really exciting. He's working on some fun mobile development, also with Xamarin. And I'm gonna get this code committed and pushed up. I'll be back. I'll check my schedule. I'm gonna try to get back on. I'm gonna work on this Monday anyway. Hopefully I can live stream it on Monday, and we can continue on, try and get emoji support, and maybe we'll work on some of the style stuff. So that way the styles will work in native, and it'll also work in our Skia UI, which will be really really fun. All right, I'm gonna push my end button. Thanks guys, and I'll see you guys later.